of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 33. Be not deceived. Evil communication corrupt good manners.
Where you seen that hairstyle at first? What the first time you seen that hairstyle at? With a little blonde in your hair. What about you, sis? What the first time you seen blonde dread tips?
Right there. I know.
It was on TV? Exactly. Because we seen when we was growing up, Wiz Khalifa, the first one to do it. Put a little blonde in his hair, right? Yeah. So guess what? Brothers started doing. Right. They started putting blonde in their hair. But who the only people on earth have blonde hair when they born? White people. Give me Proverbs. So I got a question. Who was the first man? What color? Black. So if the first man was black, why are we trying to be like people that came after us?
Right.
Why are we trying to be like people on TV?
Right.
Why are we trying to be like people that put us in slavery?
That's right.
We have to ask these questions. Why? Why do we do the things that we do?
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
So the head, the leader of every black man is Jesus Christ, the black Messiah.
That's right.
Read.
And the head of the woman is the man.
And the head of the so-called black woman, Hispanic woman, Native American Indian woman is the man.
That's right.
That's the order of the household. It's no more Big Mama.
That's right. That's right.
It's the man.
That's right.
It has to be. That's the order. Why? Because God says so.
That's right.
Read.
And the head of Christ is God.
And even Jesus Christ got to listen to God. See, in the church, they put Jesus Christ, that's the highest it's going to get. No, Jesus Christ said, I'm going to listen to God.
That's right.
Read.
Every man praying or prophesying.
So right now, what we doing, we prophesying. We showing you what happened in the old times. We showing you what's going to happen in the future. Read.
Having his head covered.
Having his what?
Having his head covered.
So if a man has his head covered while the Bible coming out,
dishonoreth his head.
he dishonors Jesus Christ.
Right.
So what should you do with your head covered?
What should I do with my head covered?
Right.
Uncover it. Uncover it.
So what you gonna do?
Uncover it.
You still got your head, bro. There you go. All praise to the Most High. So look, while the Bible coming out, that show that you love God.
Right.
Because in the old days, all men, they had respect for every house they went into.
Right.
They went into the house, they took their head off. Why? Because that show honor to the head of the household.
Yeah.
And the head of our household is Jesus Christ.
That's right.
So every time the Bible come out, we gonna take our head off.
Right.
I don't even like wearing hats because I love the Bible.
Right.
I don't even like wearing hats no more.
I forgot I had it on, man.
Watch this. All praises. That show you love God, though.
Right.
Y'all seen how easy that was for him to take the head off? Now we're gonna bring out some more commandments. Watch this. You mean? Yeah.
Verse 5. But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered.
Now my sisters, y'all hear that? While the Bible coming out, y'all seen the brother took his head off? Now while the Bible coming out, read it again.
But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered.
Now if you don't have your head covered, read.
Dishonoreth her head.
You dishonor your father, you dishonor your husband, you dishonor Jesus Christ, you dishonor God.
That's right.
But you have to have your head covered while the Bible coming out.
Right.
Why y'all think the old sisters the elder sisters went to the church and they had that little binding on their head as they sat in the front row?
Right.
Because back then they knew they had to cover up their head.
Right.
It was dishonorable for a woman to have her hair out.
Bring it out.
Watch this. This is hope right here. Watch this. Give me Numbers.
The book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38.
Bring it out.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
So right now we speaking to the children of Israel. Right? This is for y'all. Dress code. Read.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the border of their garments.
God said command them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments. Y'all see these things on the bottom of our shirts? Look around. Look at all the brothers. Look at all the brothers. You see all of them got them? God said make fringes in the borders of your garments. Now look at this sign. Watch that flyer, my brother. Watch that flyer. Now look at them Indians right there. What they got on the bottom of their shirts?
Fringes.
They got fringes.
Right.
Why? Because they still remembered Moses told them put fringes on the borders of their garments.
Right.
And they were still doing it. after thousands of years.
Still doing it now.
Right. So what, as the children of God, what should we be wearing?
Fringes.
Fringes. That's dress code. Right. We ain't worried about no damn Balenciaga. We ain't worried about no Gucci, no Prada.
Right.
We ain't worried about none of that garbage
Right.
that they overselling to keep our people in slavery.
Right.
We worry about fringes and what else?
And throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
We worry about fringes and ribbons of blue.
That's right.
As long as you got that, you styling. That's what God said wear.
Right.
Fringes and a border of blue. Y'all got that, brothers? Fringes and a border of blue. Right? So that's what all the men should be wearing. Why?
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
So why do we wear fringes?
To remember the commandments.
There you go. There you go. To remember the commandments of the Lord.
That's right.
Because let's say a brother got a problem smoking, and he go in his pocket to get a lighter or a cigarette. But he got to get past these fringes, and the fringes say, hey, don't defile your temple.
Right.
Don't smoke, my brother.
Throw it away.
And you're going to throw it away because it's
That's
going to
right.
convict you. It's a reminder every day.
Bring it out.
Watch this. Now we're going to give some commandments to the sisters and to the brothers. Well, we got the brothers. We're going to give some commandments to the sisters. Deuteronomy. Watch this. Because this is something our sisters lost. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So I got a question. Little brother, right there. What's some clothes that women wear that men shouldn't wear?
Pants.
A what? A dress, right? Read the top.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Now it says a woman shouldn't wear clothes that belong to a man. So what clothes belong to a man? Pants.
That's right.
Pants. Jeans is pants.
Right.
What about shorts? That's short pants.
Right.
All that's a form of pants. Because I have a question. Watch this. Watch this. Who wears the pants in the house?
The man.
The man.
That's right.
The man wears the pants in the house.
Right.
Huh? No, shorts is short pants. That's all it is. So women have to wear what? Dress, skirts, dress, right? Can they be short or do they have to be covered up? Covering up. Give me that
That's
First
right.
Timothy. They have to be covered up. They can't be short dresses. Cause y'all ever seen a princess dress in a short dress? You ever seen a princess in pants? No. You never see a princess. I know y'all watch Disney. Y'all never seen a princess in pants.
That's right.
Watch this. Read.
Watch this.
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also, that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Modest apparel. My brother, you old enough to remember your grandmother? Did your grandmother ever wear pants?
Nope. Nope.
Why you think that?
Because my grandmother was, she believed in God, bro.
Right.
Commandments.
Now see,
That's who taught me. Yeah.
there you go. So
Right from wrong.
back then, they didn't have the distractions of the world. So all they had was church on Sunday, you know. They had to do the things in the Bible.
That's right.
They didn't have TV back then.
None.
So they dressed how God told them to dress. But today, our sisters, they don't know. They wearing whatever is passed down to them.
Right.
That's why we gotta pass the Bible down to them.
The curse.
It's a curse. It is a curse. So my question is, give me Psalms 94 and 16. What you gonna do to reverse that curse?
There's only so much I can do. I can, I try, man. I gotta do what I try to do what I can do.
Right.
But I can't,
Watch this.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I just say you can lead a horse of water, but you can't make it drink.
Watch this.
I can't.
The book of Psalms, chapter 94 and verse 16.
Read out.
Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
So that's a question from God.
Right.
When God asks the question, the man has to answer.
That's right.
Who will rise up for me against evildoers? What's evil doing? That's sin. Breaking God's commandments.
Right.
That's what that is. So when we out here, we see our people in sin, we got to call it out. Hey, sisters, y'all got to wear dresses.
Right.
If y'all love God, wear dresses.
Right.
Brothers, wear pants, but pull your pants up.
Yes.
Put on fringes. Have a beard. Do the things that God said to do.
Right.
So that's how you stand up. Read it again.
Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Unless the Lord had been my help.
Who?
Unless the Lord had been my help.
You see that, my brother?
The way the world is today, bro.
You see that?
You tell a little girl that ain't gonna make it.
My brother.
Huh?
You see that?
Yeah.
After God asks the question, who will rise up for me? Read it again from 16.
Verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
So God said, who gonna rise up? Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. Which one of y'all gonna rise up? Read.
Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Who gonna stand up for God? Read.
Unless the Lord had been my help.
Unless the Lord come and help us. Read.
My soul had almost drunk in silence.
We wouldn't even be out here. We wouldn't be saying a word. Why? Why are we saying a word though? Because God told us to.
Right.
God said, go out to the highways and hedges and compel my people to come in.
That's right.
Why? Because he asked the question earlier, who gonna rise up for me? Because what happened in the 80s, the 70s and 80s, it had men rise up and then they went back to sleep.
Right.
They had the Black Panthers rise up and then they went back to sleep during the crack epidemic. A lot of our people got hooked on that dope and they stopped rising up. 90s, 2000s came, a different dope. Weed, lean, all them dopes, pills, and they went back to sleep. But now God said, who gonna rise up? What's your name, bro?
Carry.
Say again?
Carry.
Carry, Mr. Carry. God said, who gonna rise up for me? So how you gonna rise up? Obeying
His commandment, doing what he said do.
Watch this. We're going to show you how to rise up. How to come out the filth that America taught our people. Watch this. Read.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation, thy desire.
You see that? God said, gather yourselves together. Y'all think y'all black, y'all ain't black. Y'all the tribe of Judah. Y'all think y'all Mexican, y'all ain't Mexican. Y'all tribe of Issachar. Y'all think y'all Indian, y'all ain't Indian. Y'all the tribe of Gad. Now gather yourselves together. Read.
Before the decree bring forth.
Before nuclear destruction come and destroy America. That's what it's saying. Because the time is ticking. It's getting close to the day of the Lord.
That's right.
That's why we have to gather ourselves together.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word